Hello friends! Welcome to Tori Talks TV and welcome to our exciting review of This Is Us Season 3 Episode 17. Episode 17 is called R&B.
R&B.
Randall and Beth.
Randall and Beth.
Yep. Okay, so let's talk about them because this is really what this episode is about. So where we left off last episode, they're like, okay, let's do this. And they're like, shut the door. Like, it's time for us to hash it out because they've been arguing a lot lately. So that's where they pick up and they're talking they're having a lover's quarrel.
Yes.
And then it does like a flashback to like college, Beth and Randall. And it was really cute because we got to see earlier on in the season how they first saw each other when they went to college, right? So there's good old college Kevin teaching good old college Randall how to like ask out college Beth.
Yes.
That was really cute.
It was really cute. And we heard about that way back, remember? It was way more touching back when we first heard about it.
Yeah.
I remember it was really moving. And in this instance, it wasn't very realistic. Like how he was like the phone. I was like, wait, it was way more smooth the way you guys narrate this like in the future.
That's true.
So I was like, okay. It's cool though.
Either way, it worked out because she agreed to go on one date with him. And so, speaking of the date.
Oh, that date.
So the date.
Oh my gosh, what a mess.
Wow, super bougie.
Yeah.
He was obviously trying to impress her, but she wasn't. She was like, where did you take me?
She was like wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah. And he got like a suit on. Yeah.
That was like such an old person restaurant.
So
like,
Randall.
what was he doing?
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Yeah, there were older people there. There were clearly the youngest people there. Yeah, and then that was really sad when the waiter comes over and was like, because they're just about to order, and the waiter's like, well, y'all are going to have to pay before you eat.
Have you ever heard of that in your whole entire life?
No.
It was so racist. It was obvious that it was because they were black. He was trying to be like, oh yeah, no big deal. He whips out a checkbook.
I know.
A little checkbook.
Yeah.
And she was mad. She was like, are you kidding me? Like, do you think they're asking anyone else in the restaurant? And he was like, oh, it's probably just because we're young. And she's like, no.
No.
They didn't actually say racist, but obviously that's what she was thinking.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, we're getting out of here. Which I'm so glad she did that.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
So as they're leaving, Randall's doing his whole like, no, but wait, but, and she's like, you know what? Like, don't ever call me again.
She was like, you're a bit much.
Yeah. Well, he is.
He is a bit much. He was sharing all these things. We're like, whoa, this is the first date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a bit much.
It was. But so yeah, she literally says, don't ever call me again. And then Randall goes home and tells his dorm mate, I'm going to marry her one day. Okay.
Which is a little bit
persistent.
It's a little psycho, though, don't you think? I was like, whoa.
A bit much.
This is a version of the story that we weren't really privy to.
Yes. Exactly, yeah. So now we get out of that mess because that was kind of awkward. And then it's like post-college, Beth and Randall, and they're together still, thank goodness. And I guess he keeps proposing to her, and she keeps saying no.
That proposal.
Oh my gosh, when he's singing, meet me at the altar in your white dress, and she's like,
he's so cheesy.
He is.
He's so cheesy. And
Shirley K. Brown's good.
He's real good.
Yeah. Charismatic.
And how they made him look younger.
Yeah.
So much makeup on.
He was super dorky.
He put like so much makeup on.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Maybe the lighting. I don't know. But yeah, so then they're talking about going on a date or something, and Beth's all excited, and she's like, we should like go golfing or something. And then he's like, yeah, Mom would love that.
Oh God.
Like,
yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah. So he invites Rebecca, and so it's Beth and Randall and Rebecca on a date.
Yes.
Golfing. That's not weird, right? Oh my
Well, apparently they went to dinner at her house every Sunday, so they'd already been doing that for years.
But the look on Beth's face, like,
really?
Wow. Again. Yeah, so...
Did you know that Randall was such a mama's boy before this episode?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that much a mama's boy.
Oh, I did.
I knew he was her favorite, but I didn't know he was like, I guess that much. Like, I don't know. It kind of like emasculated him a little bit to me in this episode. I did. Yeah. I didn't
more think about that.
I mean, I didn't really see it before this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and she's totally into it too. Rebecca's like, I'm having so much fun. She's not really getting it.
No.
But it was a really cute moment when Beth and Rebecca in that same golf trip, they have like a little moment and they have a heart to heart and they're talking because Beth's like obviously frustrated and anyway, but it was cute because Rebecca says to her, she's like, Randall, he was saying that like he never really like found his purpose in life until he met you, Beth. Yeah. And that like clicked in her head like, oh, maybe I should marry him.
Yeah.
So then she takes him and they go to this like restaurant and she she gets nachos and
a ginger beer.
Which is, she says is like her idea of a perfect date.
Yes.
And they sit down and she's like, okay, propose to me now. Yeah. And so then he does, and then they cry, and it's so cute.
That was cute when they were crying. And she started crying before he even talked. Yeah. It was really sweet.
That was really, really cute. So then, cut to their wedding. Oh my gosh, her dress is stunning.
She was beautiful, that dress. It was perfect for her.
Yes. Perfect. And it's cute because Kate's there helping her get ready, and she's writing her vows last minute. But then there's Randall over there who has like 5 pages of vows, and Kevin's like, whoa.
A dissertation on marriage. He calls it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of funny. So, side note, Kevin with a goatee is a no-go.
No. Well, it wasn't it wasn't full on.
And it was
very like
porn stash.
Yes. Yeah. It was just like kind of scruffy. No.
I've never thought of him as unattractive until
who made fun of him? Was it Kate who made fun of him?
Yeah, she's like, you got something.
I was like, that's good.
Very funny.
Yeah, that's the first time he doesn't look good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ever in his life, maybe, probably. But yeah, so then, but Beth does overhear that Randall like needs to skim down his vows. So they end up. It's so cute because she's like knocking on the door and she's like, I'm coming in, close your eyes. So anyway, they end up like back to back, and they end up writing their vows together.
It was so pretty.
Yeah,
I loved that wedding. Yeah, it was like one of the best wedding scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they like write their vows together, and then they cut to back and forth to them in the wedding, saying the vows,
and then practicing.
It was very beautiful.
Yeah, it was really cute. So anyway, there's the wedding, and then it cuts to like a flash forward, but not present, where there's William, his dad, and Kevin and him, and they're like hanging out together in the kitchen, and Beth is like clearly like frustrated or frazzled or something like that, and so she's like lies about like going on this trip. Yeah. And so they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. So anyway, Randall and his dad stop at like the store, and who's there?
Oh, they busted her.
Beth is there. Yeah. And she's like buying snacks, and she's like caught red-handed, and they're like, what you doing here? Why aren't you in Philly or wherever she was supposed to go? Not Philly. Either
she
way.
Was like, I just needed a break. She just needed like a 24.
Was very realistic.
It was so real.
Being a mom like you are.
Yeah.
Don't you sometimes
and
just
all these people were in her house, and she just needed some space.
Kevin. So his brother, his dad, and she obviously has a mom and a wife, and she's just like, I just wanted 24 hours to not be anything.
And I thought it was really well done how he was like, well, you should have just asked, and she was like, I did. And he didn't hear. He didn't hear, so she had to lie.
Yeah.
And then he finally is like, let her go, like, go do your thing. And then he does this charming Randall thing,
which she talks about.
And then she's like, now I don't even want to go.
Yeah, because she's like, you know, he has this way of sweet talking her, right? So yeah, so then she's like, no, that's okay, I'll come home. You know, she was feeling guilty. But yeah, anyway, so then back to the present day fight. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of what she alludes to. She says she doesn't want to be sweet talked into something she doesn't want to do, which she always seems to do. And then she's like, you know, like your mom. Oh, she went there.
Well, then every single moment they flashed back to was like a fight. But
with
a fight,
Rebecca and Jack. Remember that?
But also like just even from their first date fight to then their fight at the grocery store, and then their fight like about like proposing. Yeah. Everything was a fight that ended in him charming her and her kind of like giving in.
Right.
Yeah, but then that flashback to Jack and Rebecca fighting though.
Yeah, and it's similar because Rebecca's saying, "Well, this is my dream," and he's like, "You are a 40-year-old lounge singer or whatever," and it's like kind of the same thing's going on with Beth and Randall. But I guess little Randall was listening to that fight the whole time. And anyway, it was interesting parallel.
Well, yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it really made me think you gotta be careful what you say and how you talk to people in front of your kids, because he like basically picked up that same tone in that voicemail that he left her.
Oh, that's true.
It was basically the exact same verbiage, but instead of singing, it was dancing.
That's true.
And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, it was heavy. I know. But anyway, so they continue to hash it out, and she's, oh gosh, he was trying to say, you know, well then just do this and do that, and she's like, yeah, when would I have in between your anxiety attacks or something like that? She's like,
yeah, in between which anxiety attack? Oh, that was a low blow.
She even apologized.
Yeah,
she's like,
she knew.
Sorry. Yeah. It was bad. Yeah. So then he ends up leaving and going and sleeping at his office in Philadelphia, and he's like, well, you should be happy now. You can see she feels really bad. But still,
but I'm not exactly. And like what I thought was cool, because you know I've been waiting for this episode since the last episode of the last season where they had that moment where we're like, what's happening with Beth and Randall? Remember, we see them when they're older, so I was like, what's gonna happen? So this finally answers a lot of my questions, and I just don't have a side to take because each person has valid arguments, and that's why I'm really afraid that this is gonna end in divorce, because both of them have a good reason to be mad.
I kind of think it's going to end in divorce as well.
Yeah.
Because of that flash forward.
Yeah.
But also because, I mean, they said this is the same fight that they've had since the beginning. Met.
Yeah. And it's true. In every single instance.
Yeah, exactly.
But they love each other.
I know.
They do.
They're really cute together, but is it enough? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out next episode. Maybe we won't. But
very sad, but I thought it was a good one.
Realistic,
in the sense that,
real. Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Relatable.
I'm nachos, though.
Nachos.
I really want nachos after that.
Let's have nachos and ginger beer after this.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging out with us. The season finale of This Is Us is next, so please look out for that in our review of that episode. So excited. We'll see you then, everybody. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bye.